Kid marched into a small town with extreme anger written all over his face. He had discovered that Law was interfering with his influence in the region and was determined to put an end to it. Their rivalry, driven by a shared hunger for power, demanded a showdown. Kid spotted Law standing at the end of the road. Without talking, Law generated his room, while Kid created a huge metal arm. The tension in the air was thick. Each man was fully prepared to destroy the other to prove their supremacy among the worst generation. Neither would give ground, convinced that victory here meant being one step closer towards becoming king of the pirates. With eyes locked and weapons drawn, they lunged forward, determined to settle their scores once and for all. Law and Kid are powerful supernovas, each excelling in various different raw attributes. Kid showcased immense strength by repeatedly clashing with Big Mom, battering her defenses using enormous metal constructs. He also traded blows with Kaido, surviving fierce, brutal confrontations. Law, meanwhile, relies more on his devil fruit. Though he is shown slicing through formidable foes like Virgo and often severes huge objects and walls, Kid's feats show an advantage in pure might. Kid's resilience became clear after he endured torture and captivity by Kaido, refusing to surrender despite near-crippling injuries. Law likewise showcased toughness against Doflamingo, surviving grievous wounds through smart medical tactics. However, Kid's toughness is shown to be superior as he endures immense pain and tanks multiple Yonko attacks. Law's tactical brilliance shone at Dressrosa, planning Doflamingo's downfall through scheming and smart alliances. Kid, however, lacks strategy and usually opts for frontal assaults, often being very reckless, as seen when he recklessly attacked Shanks and got absolutely destroyed. Although Kid is not plain stupid, Law consistently outmaneuvers smart foes. Therefore, he possesses an advantage in terms of intellect. Law's room enables teleportation and grants incredible split-second repositioning, allowing him strike foes without giving them time to react. Kid's quickness lies more in rapidly assembling metallic structures for offense or defense, reacting quickly when cornered by strong opponents like Kaido. Despite Kid's reflexes in chaotic confrontations, Law's mobility and teleportation secure him an edge in raw speed. In conclusion, both captains have clashed with Yonko, displaying high levels of various raw attributes. Kid's immense strength and unwavering durability contrast Law's smarts, plus his fast movements and strikes. Though each surpasses the other in specific fields, when carefully considering all four attributes, the gap in durability is the biggest out of all four, making Kid victorious by a slight margin. Though both fighters rely more on their devil fruits, their Haki remains impressive. Kid's armament Haki is seen during his ferocious clashes, using it to strengthen his metal creations and enabling him to endure monstrous attacks and deflect blows. Trafalgar Law, while rarely spotlighted for armament feats, demonstrated enough skill to match powerful foes like Doflamingo in armament Haki. Despite Law's proficiency, Kid takes the lead in armament Haki. Kid's observation Haki, although not often highlighted, appears formidable when he evades Big Mom's swings and Kaido's lightning-fast assaults. He shows splendid awareness in chaotic battles, tracking projectiles and enemies with ease. Both Kid and Law could sense Luffy entering Gear 5th from afar. But additionally, Law also easily predicts enemy movements within his room, countering even swift foes. This gives him the slight edge in observation. Between both supernovas, only Kid is a known Conqueror's Haki user, utilizing it to knock out weak-willed opponents and exert mental pressure. Though not an advanced user of the ability, he still holds an advantage, seeing as Law lacks this type of Haki completely. In summary, both Kid and Law wield remarkable Haki proficiencies, though neither of them are really masters. Kid's superior armament Haki strong observation, and clear conqueror's advantage highlight his Haki strength and potential. Law counters with efficient armament of his own and a higher level of observation. Still, due to combining armament Haki with his devil fruit and possessing conquerors, Kid unsurprisingly claims the advantage. Law and Kid both rely heavily on their fruits, each wielding powerful, awakened Paramecia-type devil fruits. Law's Ope fruit allows him to manipulate space within a designated room, allowing him to teleport objects and people, as well as bypass physical defenses. His awakened powers allow him to pierce through even Big Mom's defenses, showcasing an insane level of power. Kid's Magnet fruit grants him control over magnetism, enabling him to construct massive mechanical weapons and manipulate the battlefield's metal. His awakening lets him turn others into magnetic poles, using their environment against them. Both fruits are deadly, but Law's more versatile and overall stronger fruit grant him the edge in devil fruit strength and mastery. Combat skills further distinguish the two. Law's calm and calculated, countering powerful opponents with tactics and timing. His ability to set traps, control zones, and think several moves ahead often determines the flow of battle. On top of this, he is also a skilled swordsman. Kid, however, is a powerhouse overwhelming enemies with sheer will and strength, charging head-on into just about every battle we have seen from him. He overpowers enemies with the sheer destructiveness of his devil fruit. Still, Law's swordsmanship and tactical usage of his fruit give him the upper hand in overall combat skill. As for weapons and assets, Kid controls a transforming mechanical arm and uses huge metal constructs. The destructiveness of his weapons is unmatched. Law wields his cursed blade, Kikoku, and focuses on precision during his swordplay. Still, Kid's arsenal gives him the clear edge here. In conclusion, Kid brings overwhelming force and a terrifying arsenal to every fight. His gigantic metal constructs and destructive power make him a feared opponent. However, Law's mastery over battlefield control, strategic brilliance, and precision allow him to outmaneuver and strike down even the strongest of opponents. Kid's weapons are stronger and much more destructive, yet Law's tactical combat style and devil fruit mastery, in addition to his swordsmanship, give him the clear advantage in this final round. Law and Kid are similar in reputation, yet opposites in execution. Kid's magnetic powers allow him to assemble brutal war machines, turning scrap into weapons of mass destruction. His strength is formidable and his durability legendary, as he tanks blows from emperors and keeps moving forward. He is total chaos and relies on overwhelming force to dominate. Law, on the other hand, is a master of precision. His Ope fruit gives him total control over the battlefield, letting him teleport and even bypass physical durability. In speed and intelligence, he pulls ahead, constantly exploiting weaknesses and manipulating the environment to his advantage. His cursed sword, Kikoku, and awakened fruit techniques cut through even the toughest foes. Haki-wise, both show solid armament and observation. Still, Kid displays better overall proficiency, coating his metal attacks with armament and possessing conquerors. Kid's weapons are massive and destructive, while Law's swordplay precise and deadly. Law outthinks, Kid overpowers. One disorients and dismantles, the other crushes and destroys. They both stood against emperors, both scarred legends, both refused to fall. And yet, with a stronger fruit, more versatility, and unmatched tactical insight, the Surgeon of Death, Law, barely comes out on top in this extremely close clash. Thanks for watching One Piece Clashes. I hope you enjoyed the breakdown. Who do you think would have won? Share it in the comments. Also, let me know which fight I should analyze next. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more epic battle breakdowns. See ya!